Hello everyone, welcome to True Mother's Tears. My name is Zaina Mahmood and today we have a guest with us. So please can you introduce yourself?
I'm Yemi Jobi.
Okay, she's actually my student too. She came to learn skincare from me. So this is a discussion between a teacher and a student.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful what you say, otherwise I'll mark you wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
So she's my student. Today we're going to talk about something. We're having a discussion with her, and then I felt like I actually used to think that I was the only one, or my case was peculiar. But while I was discussing it with her, I discovered that wow, I think I'm not the only one. This is happening to maybe lots of us, and maybe some people don't have people to. They actually feel that they are alone. Like I felt like I was alone, but until somebody raised it to me and I felt like okay, this is happening to not only me, it's happening to lots of women out there. Maybe it's something we should come out and talk about and help each other about it, because it's not something to be shy about. It's something, you know, everybody comes out. If it's happening to you, just know that it's happening to other people, because yes. We are not alone, we're all living together. So yes, something that can happen to you can happen to another person. So what you did about it is what you should come and say to people. You never can tell who you are helping. And then you know why this page is existing is all about sharing experience of how you were able to how you overcame something that happened to you. Share your experience. You never can tell who you'll be helping out there. So today we're talking about depression. Depression. Big grammar. Depression. You know, it's happened to. I experienced it, and like she said. So can you share your experience with us first? Let's hear what happened.
Well, I can't place it how it started and what really came. I just discovered that I was cranky. At a particular time I was cranky. I wasn't ready to speak to anybody. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to pick calls. And I didn't know that was depression.
So you didn't know when it started.
I didn't know when it started.
Know how long you've been like that. But you noticed, you were the one that noticed it.
Yes, I noticed that I wasn't just my normal self. Then I could sleep for a longer time.
Okay, do you sleep for long, or it was just when you started feeling
when I started feeling like that?
Okay.
So I discovered that I could sleep for longer than usual. So that was one of the things I discovered, and was always ready to sleep. Always ready to sleep. I discovered I could sleep longer than usual. Okay. Then I was cranky. Sometimes I wouldn't even want to, pick calls. I wouldn't even want to talk to anyone. So I was like that for a long time.
Did it last up to months or to a year?
It was more than a month.
More than a month.
It was more than a month.
Because my own, I didn't know. I just noticed that it was like a year, or I think almost a year after I lost my baby. And I just noticed that I lost interest in so many things. Like you said,
Same.
I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to. When I hear my phone ring, I'm upset. And then my elder sister, myself and my elder sister were like 5 and 6. We talk almost on daily basis, and we can talk. I first lost interest in talking to her. And I didn't know it was a problem. I just didn't want to talk to her. And then this True Mother's Tears, I wanted to do it. I also lost interest in wanting to do it. I was like, I don't care, I didn't want to. Then I lost interest in so many things. I now loved my space. Yeah. I love to be alone. I didn't want, sometimes when my kids come around, I'm like, just leave me. Let me be.
I was withdrawn too. I was withdrawn.
But I noticed, I used to ask my husband, do you notice anything in me? You say no. There's nothing wrong with you. I'll be like, okay. Because to me, I know there was something wrong. I knew deep inside I was unhappy. I was deeply unhappy. I didn't know what the problem was. I didn't even know I was having depression. I didn't know I was depressed. I just knew that there was a new me that was not interested in people, that was not interested in social activities, that was just interested in being alone in my own thoughts. So that was the same thing that happened to you.
I was withdrawn. I was so withdrawn. I lost interest in so many things. But I didn't know that was what depression was all about. I just thought I was just, I just thought it was just a new me. Until I was able to, talk to. Then I called my first daughter. I said, there's something wrong with me, but I can't place it.
Okay.
So that was how she said, could it be that you're depressed? That was when it dawned on me that,
Just clicked.
That's it. So I started walking myself, started praying,
Okay.
and I told my daughter, I spoke my daughter to try to help me out.
Okay.
by
So what did you
talking
tell
to-
her to do?
So she checks on me, talks to me, calls me, tells me things
To
that
lift your
to lift
spirit.
my spirits.
Okay. Okay. So in my own scenario, it was my younger sister that called me.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, maybe we're having a discussion, and she called my name, and she was like, are you having depression? And that was when it dawned on me that, wow, I've done it to an extent that people that were not living with me were also feeling that there was something wrong. So I said, I don't know, maybe. So when we ended the discussion, I just picked up my phone and I Googled. I knew signs of depression, I knew them, but I just wanted like a reconfirmation.
Yeah.
So I went to check signs of symptoms of depression, and then I found out that I ticked all the boxes.
Wow.
I ticked everything.
Wow.
So the only thing was I wasn't suicidal, but sometimes I'll just be like, this life is tiring, sometimes. But that thought to want to, end it all wasn't coming. So I knew that, okay, I am depressed now. I'm having depression. That thing that I used to hear people talk about, it is happening to me. So this is it. Because I used to feel I'm a happy person. I laugh easily. In fact, it's my shortcoming. I laugh a lot. So I now feel like, okay, then I was not comfortable with this sad me. So I felt like, okay, let me try to bring myself to the happy me. So, and the first thing I did was to push myself, try to find interest in that thing that I had interest in before, that I no longer have interest in now. So I told myself, like, we die here. In this true mother's tears I don't want to do, you will do it. And then I called my sister. I stopped calling her, so I picked up my phone and I called her, and she was like, hey, what happened? You called us today. I said, no problem. So I explained to her. She said she thought she offended me, or maybe that was why I didn't want. I said, no, nothing like that too. I was just in my zone. I was just in that no-go zone, leave me zone. So, and I also spoke to my husband, and I told him that I was having serious issues. And then, it now occurred to me that you can be living with your family,
Yes, and still be depressed.
Yes.
Yes.
And nobody will know.
Yes.
And
Very,
then
very much.
no matter, nobody will know that why I feel it, you can be living in a happy family,
Yes.
and you will be unhappy inside
Yes.
of you,
Yes.
and you'll
Very
still be
possible.
there.
Yes, very
So
possible.
it's something we really need to try to. It's not just we. We need to know when we need to start noticing when there are big changes in people,
Yes.
and we also have to start noticing if there is something bigger than what we see.
Yeah.
Because if my younger sister didn't say it to me, if she didn't voice it out,
Yes.
I didn't admit it. It didn't even occur to me that was going on.
Yes.
So it shows that so many of us, because I discussed it with you, I also discussed it with some other people that were like, oh, I also had it at a point in my life, I did this. I met a particular lady that told me that she was actually suicidal. It's just that she didn't have the courage enough to carry it out.
There's another thing I think that could have led to mine.
Okay.
It's because naturally I'm a creative person. So at a particular time, I thought I wasn't doing enough. I thought I was not doing enough.
Okay.
I was always, like blaming myself, always, condemning.
When you've not gotten to where you want to be.
Because at that particular time, I could remember that I was looking back from where I was coming from. And I looked at all my goals, and I could see that I was not you know, I
Meeting up.
wasn't meeting up.
Yeah.
I think that was where mine started from. So I was like, I wasn't meeting up. I wasn't doing up to what is expected of me.
Yeah, so that could mean one of the reasons why women have this could be that we beat ourselves over underachieving our goals.
Yes.
So
that was what I was actually beating myself so much. I was hard on myself.
And then it now adds to your sadness, and then it puts you in a position of depression.
Yes.
So that could be one of the causative agents.
Yes.
So I'm saying this to everyone out there, to mothers out there, to women out there. I'm also saying it to myself. Let's try to, I know it's hard. I know so many of us put targets that we'll set out target to achieve, and then we don't achieve it, because maybe that has been what has been leading to so many people being sad. When like you want your kids to be somewhere and they are not there, and you know, mothers, we always want to, we are concerned about everybody. And least concerned about yourself. You want your kids to be somewhere. If you have like 2-3 kids, you want every one of your child to be somewhere, to be doing well in this, to be doing well in that. You're worried about them going to school. You're worried about your husband. You're worried about siblings. You're worried about everybody. And you least worry about yourself. Before you know it, now you fall into a state of depression. So if that was what made you feel that way, what do you think we can do to, you know, help ourselves from getting to that position?
The first thing is to admit that failure is not the end of the road.
Wow.
You can fail today does not mean that you not fail. You know achieve what you are meant to achieve tomorrow. Failure should even be a starting point for us.
Okay.
When we fail, it's not the end of the road for us. We should always, you know, strive to do more. We shouldn't allow the failure of today to draw us down or pull us down.
So once you have that, believe that, don't let it get too much into you, even when you fail. And then when you see that you're not achieving so many of your aim, you should also look at the little ones that you have overlooked. Because you being alive alone, being able to breathe, it's an achievement. And being able to take care of your children, being able to talk to them and drive them to go to school and do this and do that is an achievement. But we kind of overlook that and feel that is none. That is nothing. Have you gotten there? How well have you achieved by yourself? How well have you done for yourself? How good are you? Where are you? How many this do you have? How many that do you have? And then sometimes maybe when you compare yourself with other people, unconsciously, not a deliberate effort, when you compare yourself, when you see some of your friends and see where they are and see that you are not in any way close to them, it kind of breaks you and make you not to want to go out. Yes, you feel like you're a failure, and then continuously putting yourself in that state can now make you to be sad every time.
Yes, very, very true. That's very true.
So, and you said in my own case, I just like pushing myself was all I could do, and then I started praying a lot. I prayed more about it. I was praying to God to help me out of it, and because that was the only thing I could do. And then I because I had stopped everything that I was doing. I was not interested. I was just like, I don't care. But so I now like, okay, spoke to myself, like, and I started watching lots of inspirational videos, motivational videos, you know, telling you to get up, that you fail today doesn't mean you fail tomorrow, like you said. So I think I did a lot of that. I started following them. I subscribed to so many. Then I started talking a lot to myself, and, you know, started like patting myself on the back. Because I remember there was a friend of mine that I spoke to, and then he told me that you talking to me today is an achievement.
Yes,
celebrate it. And I was like, what? I just spoke to you. And he said, yes, it's an achievement. I said, I spoke to you concerning way forward, and you spoke to me concerning way forward, and I suggested something to you. So carry it out and celebrate it. It's something, you took a step, no matter how small that step is, celebrate it. So I was like, okay, like, oh, okay, I see. But I feel like those positive things, doing them continuously, and try to be with positive people.
Yeah.
People that
goes a
will-
long way.
Yes, because that was another thing I did. I now started talking more with my friends. I joined some groups, and started being very active on those groups, and then started, talking more with friends. And then there were some people I felt like I didn't want them. I needed to cut them out. I cut them out. I reduced my interaction with them, and I faced people that I knew were inspirational to me.
you.
So, and I think it helped me a long way. It helped me to want to live the life again, want to be there, want to be better, that's why I feel like, okay, maybe if there is anyone feeling same way, any mother beating herself over what she's not been able to achieve, or beating herself over kids not doing very well, or not doing, because I actually didn't look at it that way. I felt I just heaped everything on the loss of my son. Like maybe that was the greatest causative agent. I didn't know that could have been it. That could have been part of it, but I know that it was related to him, because someone had even told me that it sometimes it leads to depression, not immediately happens after. That was what the person told me. So when it happened, it was like I was remembering what the person told me, that when I was going for therapy, she was like, you don't need therapy now, you need it much later, maybe like a year or two after, because some people find themselves in depression after the loss of their child.
Wow.
So I didn't know if that was what led to mine, but what I know, even though it was not medically proven, just by listening to what people had said and knowing the symptoms of depression, I ticked all the boxes. So I'm saying it out there. If you know you've had this symptoms, if you know you are depressed, if you know you are not your usual self, nobody can help you. Speak out and seek help. Seek help and just try to be positive. Nobody can really help you out of it if you are not willing to help yourself. That's one thing.
It first.
Yes.
Admit it first.
That you're having depression, and then you need help. And then when you feel that is more than you can handle, you can seek professional help.
Yes.
You can see a therapist.
Yes.
You can see a therapist. We have so many therapists that you can talk to. We have them all over. You can Google some. There are even some international therapists that are willing to speak with you. You can Google, you see them. I've seen some. They are willing to help you all the way out of your depression. So there are so many things you can do to help yourself, rather than wallow in your pain and wallow in your self-pity, and then keep being sad, because you're actually not helping yourself. At the end of the day, you'll be a sad wife, a sad mother, a sad friend, a sad sister, a sad everything, and not everybody likes to have a sad person with them in their circle. Before you know it, people start running away from you. Nobody will like you. And then at the end of the day, you don't like yourself. Who will like you?
Can even lead to sickness of all sides.
And even BP. This is what makes some people have, before you know it, they'll have high BP because of too much, thinking they've not done enough,
sorrow.
Always sad.
Always sad, keeping to oneself.
So if you start going on, God help us. Please, let's help ourselves.
Yes.
We are mothers, we are wives, we are female gender.
Overthinking is not the solution. It doesn't solve anything.
So just try to
Be
help
happy.
yourself. Be happy. Be happy.
Listen to music.
Okay.
Make new friends.
Make new friends. Friends that will make you happy.
Make you happy.
Friends that will really push
Watch
you to want to
comedy.
be out there. All
Comedy.
those comedies. It's true. There are so many things to do,
so many.
And then pray a lot. Connect with God. Connect with God.
Only solution.
Cool. So we have so many, as a Muslims, we have so many things we can recite. It's in our books. They are in our books, things that you can say, and continuously saying them, you find that they lift your spirit, and then you even feel it in you that you're better. I'm sure there are so many things in the Bible too.
There are so many scriptures that you can recite, and to give you confidence
to want to move on.
In a give you assurance, you hear people's testimonies, see people what God has done in time past.
Yes.
And to boost your morale.
Yes. So please, I've said our own. Let's help ourselves. Nobody can help us. If you're not willing to let go of that thing that is pushing you down, nobody will come and help you. Please help yourself. So do you have final words to say to our audience?
Just be happy as much as possible. Make yourself happy. Make the people around you happy.
Yeah.
Only
That's
one
another
life.
thing.
Only one life.
Make the people around you happy. Because when you make people around you happy,
you
come
come back to you.
We miss
have
that.
only one life to live. Only one life.
So please, let me steal from our own. Make people happy. Actually, it's very true. Because when you're in an environment of happy people, it must always come to you.
Now.
So when you see everybody is smiling, I remember there was a particular day that I was angry. I was angry with my husband, and then I think I went to the room. I slept early. Before I know it, everybody went to sleep. And then the next day,
the cheerleader is asleep.
Yes, and then the next day he came to apologize, and then we made up. And that evening, everywhere was bubbling with life. And my husband was like, "Can you see everywhere is happy?" So
because you're happy.
Yes, because you exude happiness, and everybody you give it like spiritually. You give it out to people. You share it,
and without knowing it.
Yeah, everybody share it back.
And as a mother, everybody tends to
look up to the mom. Yeah, is what you bring up that people take out from. So try to be happy.
Be happy. One life.
So if you're new to this channel, please try to subscribe. Press the subscribe button and the bell on notification to be notified whenever there is a new video. And we do that every Friday. Or let me say, we try to do that every Friday. And for those who have been with me, thank you. I don't stop. I can't stop thanking everyone. Thank you. Please subscribe to our channel. Our followers have not grown. I don't know why. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Give us thumbs up, please. Thank you so very much. So till we meet again, do take care of yourself and have a nice weekend. Bye.